you have to really decide what's important to you. And this evolves over time. Let's play with this and say, what kind of relationship do you want to have? And in the beginning, this reminds me of being in school and first exploring relationships. And what was important to me at the time is that I look cool. What's important is that I have a girlfriend as an accessory, which makes me look cool to my friends. Or I'm trying to, in some way, build on the idea of myself so that I can prop it up in the world and get the world's acceptance, get the world's approval, get the world's love, right? Which is both beautiful and gross at the same time. Beautiful because it exposes the profound misunderstanding, which is also innocent in nature, but gross to think that I would use another human being as an accessory to build on an imaginary sense of self-importance, which also comes with a terrible relationship experience, because in your attempt to hold on to this image of yourself, this accessory now becomes a possession where you need to control them so that they don't jeopardize the image. Like, don't make me look dumb. Don't be you. Be what I want you to be so that I can protect the image of myself. And this just creates a disaster. And also what it creates is the impossibility to go deeper. And as you travel through these different layers of discovery in relationship, you start to realize that this facade you're trying to protect isn't really what you crave. It's not giving you what you really want. And so in this, you start questioning, wait, what's really going on here? Why isn't this working? Why isn't this fulfilling what I thought it was going to fulfill? And that's a whole nother rabbit hole, but effectively it's not working because it's not true. You're building on something that's a fantasy. You're building on something that's imaginary. You're playing in the realm of mental constructs, building on an imaginary self that has no reality to it, but yet the craving within you is actually craving for something real. And you notice this in your journey of growth, is you start craving something more authentic. And this is profound because it really speaks to the what we might call a spiritual journey, but I just consider it to be a human journey, where we are inevitably on a quest to connect with the real, which is authentic, which is sincere. We're trying to access that in ourselves, which is also trying to answer the question, what am I? We're looking for what's real. And so as you play all of those silly games in relationships that are trying to survive the ego, you realize it's not working. And you crave something more real and authentic. But here's the thing. If you're craving something that's real and authentic, you have to journey into the unknown. And the unknown will threaten the facade. So you have to choose. What do you want? You can't have both. You can't dive into the unknown and protect something in the future. And the thing we're always trying to protect in the future is an idea about ourselves. We're trying to protect a facade. That has to be released. It has to be let go of. Again, this also speaks to the difficulty. The journey of being human that is hard, this is the hardness of it, is to release what we're holding on to, which is always an idea about ourselves, which is always the ego, and surrender to something that is much more authentic, but it's always wrapped in the unknown. Like I've mentioned, the difficulty is found in being honest. And here's the beautiful thing about being honest. In order to be honest, you have to let go. Because in being honest, you don't know what's going to happen. For example, if I just be myself, I don't know what's going to happen. If I express this sincerity, I don't know how they're going to respond.